What's going on, champs and chambettes? It's FireMonkey here, and today we're doing the first ever showcase video of some currently encrypted cosmetics. These cosmetics are the F1 Racers x Fortnite collaboration, or I guess a better way of saying it is, F1 Racers is a set, but it's basically a Formula 1 collaboration, where they're going to be releasing shop bundles in the very near future of all the F1 Racers as defaults or whatever else, the main themes and everything, for you to purchase either in a bundle or in individual outfits. If you want specifically, Jonesy, for example, that'll be available for you. Now, you may be noticing there's some weird little oddities going on here, such as us having a countdown for an event on screen, us having the OG pass, and stuff like that. And to kind of explain what is happening in today's video, the cosmetics technically got semi-decrypted. They're not in the files for Chapter 5 Season 1 as of right now, but we have the AES key for them, and they were in the files for last update in their encrypted form, so I had to go back, re-download v27.11 for the private server in order to actually make this showcase. Now, these cosmetics are still set to be sold in the item shop in the very near future. It's just, as of right now, they're not in the files. So this is a very weird little bit of a collaboration type of thing to showcase that is still being worked on behind the scenes. It could even get scrapped later down the line, but the only reason it got leaked is because Epic Games accidentally pushed the playtest item shop to the main Fortnite game for like a minute or two, which caused the AES key to get added as well. So with that said, let's not dilly-dally and let's go ahead and showcase all of the different designs. For this, I'm not really going to be spinning the characters around, front and back or anything like that. Maybe we'll do it a little bit here for one of the characters, one male, one female, so you can see the front and back design, but for the most part, the actual outfit itself is going to be exactly the same. Now, we have a helmet off and a helmet on variant right here. You can see that with the helmet on, it has a little bit of less of that Jonesy flair going on to it and more of just the Red Bull design. So we'll go ahead and show all of them with helmet off first. Firstly, we have Red Bull Racing, then Mercedes AMG F1, which has a very clean design, I'm going to be completely honest here. We got the Haas F1 team right here, which has another one of those designs, a little logo on the back and everything. We got the Ferrari team right here with the little logo and everything going on, definitely a red and black theme, matches Ferrari very well. We have the Aston Martin F1 team right here, which is more of like a seafoam green cyan type of color going on, but nothing too crazy. For the other ones, though, we have the Alpine F1 team, which has a little bit of pink going on the shoulders, which was actually unexpected based on their logo, but, I'm not too familiar with F1. We've got Williams Racing right here, which has the logo on the back. Some of them don't, some of them do. We got the McLaren F1 team right here, which has the whole entire design going on, McLaren logo on the back. We have the AlphaTauri, I think it's called, F1 team right here with the design and everything. Yeah, I think AlphaTauri is definitely the proper way of saying it. We have the Alfa Romeo team right here for F1, which has a red and black theme going on for it, and then of course you got the Fortnite team, which is just Fortnite. I mean, it's what the icons are. For the helmet on versions, we can go ahead and scroll up real quick so I can show you to them. There's the Fortnite one with a little bit of like a racer llama type thing going on. We got the Alfa Romeo one right here, nothing too crazy going on, a nice clean helmet though. This one with the blue and the red and all that type of design choicing going on with AlphaTauri. McLaren's got an orange and black helmet. Williams Racing over here with the blue, cyan, and like a red type of design going on. We got Alpine F1 with a lot more of that pink design we mentioned actually on the helmet itself. Aston Martin F1 team right here with more of like that seafoam green and a white design, pretty simplistic. Ferrari with, of course, a really clean looking helmet. I really love how the red really pops on the skin. The Haas F1 team, looks pretty nice. We have ourselves the Mercedes AMG team, which I think this one looks very clean. And of course, as you can see, the skins look very different with the helmet fully on. And then Red Bull Racing, which we kind of already showcased to you guys. Now, before we go ahead and showcase all of the other models, we're going to go ahead and go on to Torque right here to showcase all of her main variants, because the helmets are going to look the exact same on both of the skins, and the actual designs are going to look the exact same on both of the skins. The only change is going to be the actual, body shape being used here. So here's Alfa Romeo. Here is the AlphaTauri right here, obviously a lot of similar coloring. They're basically going to be the exact same colors, nothing real crazy to mention here or there about it, but it is kind of just, hey, look, this is how the females are going to look with this cosmetic on, this is how the males will look with the cosmetic on, and it really kind of shows you all the different themes they've got going on here for these upcoming skins once they get fully added and released in the item shop. Ferrari, still has the clean red design going on. You got the Haas F1 team right here, which has the exact exact same design, you know, just different body model. You know, they have a little bit of slight texturing differences, I would say, because of it being male or a female. Red Bull plastered everywhere. I think it's really funny just to run into Fortnite wearing Red Bull cosmetics, but you know, whatever you want to do is what you want to do. For the helmet on variants, you can see right here we have the Fortnite version. We have the Alfa Romeo right here. You know, I'm kind of quickly going through these because there is quite a bit of cosmetics, and it isn't just skins to showcase to you guys. The McLaren team right here. We got the Williams Racing team right here. The Alpine F1 team right there. We have ourselves the Aston Martin F1 team right here as well. The Ferrari team, once again with the red popping out very, very well. The Haas F1 team right there. We have ourselves the Mercedes AMG F1 team right here. And then finally, of course, Red Bull once again. Now I'll go ahead and, you know, as you can see in the zoomed out form, all the different helmets matching everything else. I gotta admit, some of this like helmet combos look really, really sick for the skins, and they almost don't even feel like defaults. So for the rest of the cosmetics, we can just quickly showcase, you know, the front view. So right here is RPM if it wants to load. Yep, there you go. We have all the different teams and everything else. I'll go ahead and show them, and you know, I'll select the helmet on and everything, you know, show you a little bit of it. But these will be sold in the item shop in the near future, and I think it's interesting to see how, because of an accident they did, we got an AS key that works in current Fortnite but didn't have the cosmetics that were in the older version of the game in it, meaning you had to fully re-download an older version of Fortnite in order to see these. It's a lot of like a weird thing they're doing, but I mean, at the same time, you know, it makes for some really cool content here, so I'm happy about it, right? I get to showcase some cool little designs and stuff to you guys before anyone else really gets to. And it's like, I'm not trying to gatekeep it, right? That's why I'm over here saying how this was even possible, because if you want to go ahead and, let's say you're an artist or something, you want to go ahead and make some designs or some 3D art or renders or whatever else with this, go ahead. That is the exact method. Download an old version of Fortnite, use the AS key that we got from the most recent update, and then you're set. You're good to go. However, at the same time, I do think it's really cool to be able to be one of the first people to make a video on this and showcase it to you guys for anyone out there who's interested in what the cosmetics are. Now, this wouldn't be possible without G-Matrix Games, because if it was just me, I wouldn't even have thought about this, right? I would have just been way too lazy to even really care about it, but Matrix was the one who found out these were encrypted in the old version of Fortnite and had all the skins and everything else, and because of him, I'm the one who was able to, you know, go on the private server and showcase all of this off to you guys. So major shout out to G-Matrix Games as well for making this possible in the first place. Of course, you know, a lot of different variants and stuff. The main little changes here for most of the skins is just the, you know, the face mesh and everything, with them of course having the helmet and whatnot, which is why we're quickly just going through all of them. But of course, we are getting close to the end here, which means we will be able to show some other cosmetics that aren't currently available for you in game. I'm sorry if I'm clicking through this pretty fast. You know, I'm like, I don't think people really care too much to look at the same 3 cosmetics over and over and over again with the same design, so I'm showing each of the skins little base designs, you know, clicking around on some of them so you get an idea, and then of course you can make your opinions based on everything you saw if you want to purchase these in the item shop when they release. Now, I have seen some people thinking that these are going to be 800 V-Buck skins, and it appears that since they're the rare rarity instead of, you know, the uncommon rarity, they're actually going to be more around 1,200 V-Bucks per skin, which means that, you know, the bundle, which will have 3 bundles, there'll be a gear bundle, there will be a male bundle, and there will be a female bundle, will probably be heavily discounted if you purchase it through the bundled option, just to signify you to actually purchase all of the cosmetics instead of purchasing 1 or 2 skins. So that's going to be something very interesting to see as everything starts releasing. So just keep that in mind, right? If you thought they were going to be really cheap 800 V-Buck skins, that might not actually be the case, and they might be a pretty penny and definitely hit to your wallet. But I mean, that's what Fortnite's been recently, right? Fortnite has been demolishing our wallets with purchases after purchases after purchases, collaborations after collaborations, all that type of stuff. And I mean, at the same time, I keep buying, so I guess it works for them, right? They're profiting off of it, and they're profiting off of releasing some cool collabs, so I definitely think it's something that, you know, a little smart in their opinion, but definitely not as spaced out as some people might want them to do. Now that we've actually gone through all of the skins here, we can go ahead and showcase the back bling. This one was actually properly decrypted in normal Fortnite right now, and there isn't really anything too crazy about it. Some people thought this was going to show your actual rank or whatever. It does not. It only has this gold glow, and I'm unsure if it just keeps looping that or if it it's whenever you get a victory that it pops up. It doesn't mention it's reactive, but who really knows, right? It's something that will be added and finished later down the line. We have the Slick Axe right here, which has a little bit of a hit effect you can hear right here. Has a nice little hit particle going on, and then of course we have some different options. You know, we have the Alfa Romeo team. We got ourselves the AlphaTauri team right here. You know, the main changes being the actual handle in the top part. McLaren F1 team. Williams Racing. Got ourselves the Alpine F1 team. Got ourselves the Aston Martin F1 team, which is definitely more of like a green color right there. I wonder if it's like unfinished color or something. Ferrari, which has no logo anywhere. It's literally just Ferrari. Yeah, I mean, that was interesting to see. Got ourselves the Haas F1 team right there. Got ourselves the Mercedes AMG team, another one that doesn't really showcase their logo anywhere on it. And then finally, Red Bull Racing. Now, as you equip the different variants and stuff, if we swing the pickaxe right here, you can see that it looks like it had a slightly different hit effect. So we'll go ahead and, for example, go to the green one here and see if it has a slightly different. Okay, maybe it's just the same hit effect overall, but you have all the different options that are available for you in order to customize the contrail. I guess not contrail, but pickaxe however you want. We have the Circuit Flyer Glider, however, which has all of these variants as well. Now, if we go ahead and quickly go through these, we have the Alpha F1 team, or I guess Alfa Romeo F1 team, and all these are, you know, going to have similar trails and everything, just different color designs. The AlphaTauri team right here. I'll let that go ahead and see, you know, if it has any like special guide trails over on the side, but they mostly look like the same. The McLaren team right here, we got ourselves the Williams Racing team right here with the whole entire design, logo, everything else going on. The Alpine F1 team, which has a lot of that pink going on once again. The Aston Martin F1 team right here, which has more of that green theme going on. You got the Ferrari once again, which is a super clean one. No logo really on it. I mean, we can look around a little bit. No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a Ferrari logo at all on the glider, but, you know, it's a nice little design to have. The Haas F1 team right here, which does have the logo, and then let's see, does Mercedes have their logo? Mercedes does have their logo in the front. That is interesting. So it appears that Ferrari's just like, nah, we don't need the branding. We just have it in there. We're cool in red. And then finally, we have ourselves Red Bull Racing at the very, very end. Very Red Bull themed. I think it's going to be interesting to see what combos people make that is just like completely meme fueled with Red Bull all over the place, but that is the glider a part of it, and as of right now, all the cosmetics say they're a part of Fortnite OG because they were technically supposed to release last season, and for whatever reason, just didn't. And then, of course, you have the little Circuit Racer emote right here. This one doesn't change to any other variant based on the skin you actually have equipped, as far as I'm aware, and I'm pretty sure in the files, it's only this Fortnite variant as well, but I think it is really cool to see how we get another one of those little emotes in the game, forced to actually purchase in the item shop. But with that said, yeah, there is a lot of cosmetics to actually see once this releases in the game in a future update. Might not be V28.01 or V28.10, but it definitely is one of those things where it's like, hey, this is a first look ever. You know, you won't find this on any other YouTube channel, or at least for a few hours after it's uploaded. And for now, you can kind of get a nice little view of everything over here. So I would love to hear, what do you think about Jonesy as a Red Bull man? Now, something I've seen people mention over on Twitter was that he looks very skinny compared to how Jonesy typically is. They're like, that's not Jonesy. Who is this man's? So I'd love to hear your opinions on everything down below. And do you think the Epic Games is going to change or modify anything about these before they officially release in the item shop? But with that said, hope champs and champions enjoyed today's YouTube video, and I'll catch you guys a little bit later with another upload. Peace out.